Welcome to Angel Wings Productions.
Book of Enoch Chapter 22. From thence I proceeded to another spot, where I saw on the west a great and lofty mountain, a strong rock, and 4 delightful places. Internally it was deep, capacious, and very smooth as if it had been rolled over. It was both deep and dark to behold. Then Raphael, one of the holy angels who were with me, answered and said, "These are the delightful places where the spirits, the souls of the dead, will be collected. For them were they formed, and here will be collected all the souls of the sons of men. These places in which they dwell shall they occupy until the day of judgment and until their appointed period. Their appointed period will be long, even until the great judgment. And I saw the spirits of the sons of men who were dead, and their voices reached to heaven while they were accusing. Then I inquired of Raphael, an angel who was with me, and said, Whose spirit is that, the voice of which reaches to heaven and accuses? He answered, saying, This is the spirit of Abel, who was slain by Cain his brother, and who will accuse that brother until his seed be destroyed from the face of the earth, until his seed perish from the seed of the human race. At that time, therefore, I inquired respecting him, and respecting the general judgment, saying, Why is one separated from another? He answered, 3 separations have been made between the spirits of the dead, and thus have the spirits of the righteous been separated, namely, by a chasm, by water, and by light above it. And in the same way likewise are sinners separated when they die, and are buried in the earth, judgment not overtaking them in their lifetime. Here their souls are separated. Moreover, abundant is their suffering until the time of the great judgment, the castigation, and the torment of those who eternally execrate, whose souls are punished and bound there forever. And thus has it been from the beginning of the world. Thus has there existed a separation between the souls of those who utter complaints, and of those who watch for their destruction, to slaughter them in the day of sinners. A receptacle of this sort has been formed for the souls of unrighteous men and of sinners, of those who have completed crime and associated with the impious, whom they resemble. Their souls shall not be annihilated in the day of judgment, neither shall they arise from this place. Then I blessed God, and said, Blessed be my Lord, the Lord of glory and of righteousness, who reigns over all forever and ever.
Book of Enoch Chapter 22. Questions and answers. Q. What does Enoch discover on the great western mountain? A lofty mountain with a strong rock containing 4 delightful places. Internally, it's deep, capacious, very smooth, as if rolled over, and dark to behold. This is Sheol, the realm of the dead, where souls are collected and held until judgment. Q. What is the purpose of these 4 places, according to Raphael? A. They are collection points, where the spirits, the souls of the dead, will be collected. They were specifically formed to gather and house all the souls of humanity after death until the day of judgment and their appointed period, which will be long, even until the great judgment. Q. What does Enoch hear coming from these places? A. He hears the voices of the spirits of dead men reaching to heaven while they are accusing. The dead are not silent. They actively cry out, making accusations that ascend to God's throne. Q. Whose voice particularly stands out to Enoch? A. The spirit of Abel, who was murdered by his brother Cain.
Raphael explains that Abel will continue accusing Cain until his seed be destroyed from the face of the earth, until Cain's entire lineage perishes from the human race. Q. What does Abel's accusation reveal about justice after death? A. Justice doesn't end with death. The murdered continue to cry out for vindication, and their accusations are heard in heaven. This echoes Genesis 4:10, where God tells Cain, "Your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground." The cry for justice persists across generations. Q. Why are the dead separated into different sections? A. Raphael explains that 3 separations have been made between the spirits of the dead. The righteous are separated from sinners. The divisions are marked by a chasm, by water, and by light above it, creating distinct compartments based on one's moral state at death. Q. What happens to sinners when they die? A. Their souls are separated into their designated area where they experience abundant suffering until the time of the Great Judgment. They face ongoing torment and castigation while awaiting final judgment. Their punishment begins immediately at death, not only at the final judgment. Q. Is this suffering annihilation or eternal? A. The text is explicit. Quote, "Their souls shall not be annihilated in the day of judgment, neither shall they arise from this place. The unrighteous face eternal conscious existence in torment, not annihilation or destruction of their souls, but perpetual suffering." Q. From when has this system of separation existed? Quote, "From the beginning of the world." The separation between the righteous and unrighteous souls has been God's established order since creation began. There has always been a division between those who utter complaints, the oppressed righteous, and those who watch for their destruction, the wicked. Q. What is the receptacle mentioned for unrighteous souls? A. A specially formed holding place for unrighteous men and sinners, of those who have completed crime and associated with the impious. It's designed for those who lived in deliberate wickedness and companionship with evil, not for those with minor failings, but for the persistently wicked. Q. How does Enoch respond to this revelation? A. He blesses God, saying, "Blessed be my Lord, the Lord of glory and of righteousness, who reigns over all forever and ever." Despite, or perhaps because of, witnessing both the suffering of the wicked and the separation of the righteous, Enoch praises God's justice and eternal sovereignty. Q. What does this chapter reveal about the intermediate state between death and final judgment? A. It's not sleep or unconsciousness. Souls are fully aware, able to speak, accuse, and experience either comfort or suffering. It's a conscious waiting period in segregated compartments where preliminary justice begins before the great final judgment. The dead are very much alive in their spiritual existence, experiencing consequences that foreshadow their ultimate fate.
If this content is reaching you and helping you, please like and subscribe. It will help our algorithm for others to find us.